Hi, I'm Vivian the Knitter.
And I'm Allison the Crocheter, and this is the Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 155 of Keep Calm and Carry Yarn. This is a knitting and crochet podcast brought to you by me and my daughters. I'm recording from Michigan.
And I'm recording from Scotland. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're listening on a podcast app or watching along on YouTube. Hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm back to messing up our intro.
Sometimes I wonder if we should just like pre-record them and then, we don't have to do it every but
We can pre-record it, but not our face, just the voice, and then it'll be like
Aren't you reading it on the screen?
No. My screen's down here, so I try to look at the camera.
I see.
And then I get nervous.
How are you?
I'm good. I've been doing lots of gardening. It's been nice outside, so yeah, my butt's sore from all the squatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My butt is also sore from spin classes.
Oh, okay. It's a different kind of exercise. Well,
It's a different kind of sore. Like,
doing stuff.
My legs are sore from the spin class, but my butt is sore from the seat because I'm not used
from the seat. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a different kind of sore. Yeah. My butt is sore from squatting.
Muscles.
And like, yeah, squatting and like on my hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of gardening?
Okay. I've been weeding. I've been moving my perennials. I have my irises are in full bloom right now, so that makes me really happy. And just moving some of my plants, like, oh, it's too crowded here, and move it, to somewhere where it's sunnier or less sunny. And I bought some more plants. Just having a good time setting things up. And Madeline's been helping me, which is nice. It's nice to have help.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay. You wanna just jump into our whips?
Mm-hmm. Well, we can jump into. Well, I've still got archive cow whips, so the archive cow is running until the end of June. So you've got just under a month to keep working on things. And I've got two whips, and they kind of both, I would classify them as archive cows. So the first one, I actually don't know that I've been working on it that much, so you might remember better how much progress I've made. I don't think I've made it. Have I made any progress?
No? Don't look like it.
Okay, so this was the intersection shawl.
So you're not going to be finished by the end of the month?
No, I'm not gonna. I probably should have just picked one and just committed, but I've been working on both of them. Well, presumably, obviously, maybe not to this intersection scarf very much, but the other one was the Acre sweater. The Acre, based on the Acre sweater. Was the not a hack? Acre. What's the word I'm looking for?
Copycat?
No, like it's it's been adjusted.
Inspiration. It's been inspired by the Acre. So the Acre sweater is by Judith Scrace, and it was in Pom Pom issue 31 of, which is winter 2019.
The Acre Judith
Scrace. That's what. No, Judith something else. Joanne Scrace is the intersection.
I think I've mistyped that, haven't I?
Probably.
I have.
I just read what you wrote.
Judith Brand. Sorry. So that's the front side still done. How many times have I shown this front side? this front side. How many times have I shown it? And so I just hadn't been picking up, like, do you know if it's just because there's like so many balls of yarn because I'm holding, it's 3 different colors. Although for a while I was only working 2 colors, the green and the white. But then each one is 2 yarns held together, so there's 4 balls, and then you start introducing the gray, and now there's 6 balls, and I just hadn't picked it up, and I was stuck on sort of, I think the last time I spoke about it, I'd sort of finished the first shoulder and hadn't gotten to the neck, so this is the back side, this is the back neck, and what I finally did was printed out my color chart, and that's what sped me up. I think just because every time I had to have I had on my laptop, it's just an Excel spreadsheet. So I would have this open on my laptop, and so every time I wanted to work on it, not only was it all this yarn to deal with, but I had to bring my laptop out, and the laptop was on the, on the coffee table, and I was like marking it, and yeah. So now that it's like this, it's just pen and paper, I'm actually picking it up. So I've worked on it the last few nights while I've been watching TV. And yeah, so I've finished. So I think since the last time we spoke, I've probably done twice as much of what I had. Like I had like this much, and now I've done that much. There's the shoulder. There's a very slight shaping for the back neck. It's not quite the center. No, the center is sort of like just before the point. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, so I've just started the neck shoulder. So I don't think I'll finish this for the end of June. If I was gonna be, I still have to do sleeves, and if I was home all June, I might. But I'm going away for my sister-in-law's wedding, and then after that, maybe I shouldn't mention the days, but I'm away in like mid-June for parts of it for my sister's wedding, and then also to go to Corfu. So I'm not gonna bring this with me because it's too fiddly. So I will probably just bring actually, do you know what? If I bring my intersection scarf, maybe I'll finish that, because I think I only need to do like maybe 2 more shelves. No, so I still won't finish what I had started last year. But I'll continue on past the end of the Cal and finish it this summer, she said, with intent and determination. So those are my whips.
Okay. I have my Owl Ower Toorie hat. And I'm almost done with it. I started the crown decrease last night, and I was like, if I kept going, I would have finished it. But I was tired, and I had things to do, so that's what it looks like right now. So it is going to be slouchy.
Yeah.
I mean, I made the biggest size.
If you don't want it slouchy, at this point, you'd have to rip back.
If I don't want it slouchy, I mean, these are on size 3 needles, which is what, 2 point something millimeters. 2.3 I can't see. It's on small needles, small-ish needles, but then the different sizes are determined by the needle sizes. So you have to go down like needle sizes to get the smaller sizes, I think. And I just went with the bigger size because I don't know, I just did. I can't remember why. There was a reason.
You just like your.
It's not because you have a big head. 2.75. No, 3.25 is size 3s. I mean, I am a loose knitter, but I figured. I don't know. I didn't even check the gauge. I just kept going. I figured if it doesn't work out, somebody will be able to wear it.
So it's the Aal Ower Toorie,
which is this year's Shetland.
Yeah, Shetland wool week hat, because the pattern just is the same. So for the once you start decreasing, what does the pattern look like then?
Let me see if there's a picture of the top. I don't think there is a picture of the top of the hat.
No, there's a picture.
Oh yeah, here we go. It looks kind of like a 9-pointed star.
Okay, so like sections. Those, because you've got the motif is sort of a checkerboard of diamonds. And so the diamonds just kind of get squished at the top. Yeah. So they're like they literally look squished, and then in the negative space which would have been
It looks
the
kinda
final
like a
layer
star.
of diamonds, it kind of looks like a star rather than they're
Yeah,
so
okay.
squished that they all net together to be a star. So it really is
Yeah.
all over, because
All over. It's
even
not,
in that
not like the...
even in that star bit, obviously
Hmm.
it's so distorted that you couldn't really have the same pattern inside those diamonds, but you can see like the color, some of the colors of it, where it's like a nod to the fact that that there was a
Yeah.
pattern in it.
So like some of the other Shetland wool wig hats are like, like the bobble hat where it's just the sheep on the bottom, and then there's the other one where there's like sheep and anchors and boats or whatever. So it's like every band is a different motif, but this one is the same motif throughout the whole hat.
Yeah.
So I'm you know how much I love doing color work, so I've enjoyed this. But yeah, I haven't been knitting as much the last week because of the weather. I've been doing all the gardening stuff. I did start a baby sweater for the baby, and this is what it looks like right now. So I'm using the numbers for the Crozon sweater. That was the striped one that I did last year, but I'm using the motif from the bobble hat.
Nice.
So this is what it'll look like on the bottom, except it'll be more green. So I was like 3/4 done with the body, but I didn't like how I placed the sheep. I wanted it higher, so I ripped it out, and I only have like 2 rows of the sheep right now, which is just a little bit of white on the bottom. So there's not much to look at, but it's going to be a really cute hat. I've seen other sweater patterns that are similar. I was like, I don't need to buy another baby sweater pattern, which I'm not gonna make again. So I just
Well, yeah, but it's just the basic.
combine.
I mean,
Yeah,
other
just-
than the color work, but like there's no like fancy stitches in the sweater or anything. You just want.
Yeah, and then also I already bought this hat pattern, because when the hat came out years ago, 2016-ish, around that time, the wool week hat were always free, so I got it when it was free, but I must have deleted it off of my iPad, so I don't have it anymore.
I mean,
I didn't have it
that
anymore.
bobble pattern is like so ubiquitous now. Like you see it. Have I mentioned this before? Like you go to Christmas markets
In commercial,
commercial
patterns,
like...
But anyway, but because I must have deleted it, and Madeline wanted me to make it again for her, I ended up buying it. I mean, it's only what, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 2 pounds, or something like that. So maybe it was more. Actually, maybe it was more. But anyway, so I just ended up buying it because it's something that, I could make it in different colors. Because I love sheep. Who doesn't love sheep? As knitters and crocheters, we all love sheep, right?
The colors that you've got, they almost they look a bit more muted, yeah.
Oh, they're very pastel.
Yeah, pastel. It looks really soft.
Yeah, it is. It's merino. So the bobble hat is done bottom up, like most hats are, but I'm doing this top down. So I did this sample just to make sure it still looked like it looked right. So because I'm doing it top down, the little parts of their face over here, they actually looks like ears.
Oh yeah, because they're like upside down triangles instead of.
Yeah.
So does that mean, in the normal version, their ears are V's?
They're more like, but it's like a T, like a fat T, is what it looks like.
Like their whole face is a fat T.
Yeah.
I see.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think it works both ways. But yeah, I see what you mean. They because it's like
they look
an
more
upside
like
down
they
V.
look.
They kind of look like they're flopped down like that. Like, kind of cute.
So it looks more like ears than the other way. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So, but I did. So this is the face is a charcoal gray, and I really liked it. Except the green that I picked down here where the feet are, you couldn't really see the charcoal gray. It was too close. So I ended up I had to bring a black which I don't think this is merino. I don't know. I don't even know what it is, but it's just a little bit.
Just for the legs.
Just for the little feet. I mean, not I wouldn't even call these legs. They're just feet.
Yeah.
They're so
What
small.
is it? Charcoal gray between the sheep as well?
Yeah,
Why?
because you're only carrying two colors in any row,
Right.
and then you're stranding it.
Okay. Design wise,
I mean, I suppose
like aesthetic wise, I want it to be green or blue.
green or blue.
Yeah. One or the other.
You know what I could do? I'm not there yet. I could do just keep it white and then just do duplicate stitch.
Yeah.
Over the white.
I mean, I don't think it's a big deal, especially because it is kind of similar to that green. So from far away, it kind of looks like it's just an extension of the green of the grass.
Yeah.
Very cute. It's going to be so cute.
It's very cute. Yeah.
For our cutie boy.
Our cutie boy who's going to be here for the winter time. So yeah, we you said you didn't watch our last episode. We announced that Emily's moving up here.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it. But it's very exciting.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're all like so excited, like the whole like rearranging of the rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I explained it last time. I don't have to explain it again.
Yeah. Cool.
But I can't wipe this stupid grin off my face when I think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well those are the only two whips I have. Oh, but the archive cowl.
Yes.
Should I show what the prize
Sure.
is going to be? I just finished it, and it actually kind of matches the sweater because it's also that light turquoise color. I made a Allison size bag or Allison bag, which is the medium mini totes that I make, and it's got the pattern is it has yarn and pencils. It's like a workshop for somebody that likes to work with yarn and colored stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all pinks and turquoise.
Like a studio.
And yeah.
Also, the glasses on it kind of look like my glasses.
Yeah, they do. So I've had this fabric for a while, and then you buy fabric, and then you kind of forget about the fabric that you already have, and that's kind of what happened. So when I moved stuff up here, I was like, oh, I should make something out of that. Yeah. So, I'm gonna list one in the shop and then keep one back for the prize.
Yeah.
For our archive cowl. So I don't think we have that many participants this time. So
no, so your chances are pretty good. And if you haven't posted anything, then post something to be in on a chance. You've got to either post to the Ravelry group, the Ravelry group, and then there's a thread specifically for this year's archive cowl, or you can post to Instagram with hashtag archivecal25, archive KCAL, because it's a knit and crochet along. Just to make
25
ourselves...
or 2025?
25. Just 25.
Okay.
I mean,
just
I check the other tags just in case somebody does it with just a K or just a C or 2025. Yeah. But it's archive, Cal, KCAL, 25. We should have made our lives easier and called it like a MAL, a make along. But whatever. It's done now. All right. Shall we Buzzfeed quiz?
So, yeah, let's do the Buzzfeed.
I don't know. I'm rereading the title of it, and I don't really understand it. The title is "The Lilo and Stitch Cast Found Out Which Characters They Really Are, and Now You Can Too." Oh, maybe there's a video. Maybe I didn't watch the video.
There's a video of them doing the quiz.
Ah, I see. Okay.
We love Lilo and Stitch, but we haven't seen the new live action movie, and I don't really have any desire to watch it because I keep saying, why mess with perfection?
Yeah, I actually, unrelated to the fact that this was the quiz that we were going to do, I listened to an episode of Pop Culture Happy Hour podcast, and they were talking about Lilo and Stitch. And one of the people is like a big Lilo and Stitch fan, and one of the other guys had never seen it before. And even the person who loves the original Lilo and Stitch said that she was pleasantly surprised by how much she did like the live action version. Like, I don't think liked it so much that she liked it more than the original. She still prefers the original, but she wasn't as disappointed at, I think she had pretty low expectations going in. And they all sort of acknowledged that actually, of all the sort of remakes that Disney has done, that this was one of the better ones.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I've seen reactions that are complete opposite. People are like, why do they do that? I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? That's just not right. And not happy. I guess they got rid of some of the characters.
I think
so
Gantu's not
happy
in it.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not really a spoiler, is it? Like, but yeah,
you can look that up on IMDb.
So we watched it as kids. That was on the Disney cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first ever cruise we ever went on with like the whole family, your cousins and
Extended
stuff.
family,
And
yeah.
they premiered it on the cruise. Like, I think it was like a couple weeks before it actually premiered.
Yeah, something like that.
In real life, something like that.
In real life, because the cruise wasn't real life.
But outside
The official
in the outside world, yeah. And so you would have been what, 11, and then Madeline, and then Emily would have been around 9, something like that.
So Madeline, I feel like
9
she inherited a love of Lilo and Stitch, like over the years, because she was too young at that point to have remembered.
She was 10 months old.
Yeah.
She was 10 months old.
We loved it so much and watched it enough that
and then we had the
also loves
DVDs.
Yeah.
So then we would watch it over and over again. Oh, am I plugged in all the way? She would watch it over and over again in the car, because we had a DVD player in the car.
Yeah.
So spoiled. Okay, to the quiz.
Yes.
First, pick a Disney song to add to a play. Oh, what did I get? I got Stitch.
So did I.
Where's the description? You did?
Yeah.
It's so funny because we went a few months without getting. I didn't get the same with either you or Emily.
Yeah.
In the last episode, I got the same as her. In this episode, I got the same as you. Yeah, it says your personality matches Stitch. You're bold, loyal, and energetic. Like Stitch, you're someone who craves adventure and exploring the world around you. While you can be a little mischievous at times, it's just because your sense of adventure is what drives you, no matter what. You're extremely loyal, especially when it comes to your friends and family. I think that is true. With the extremely loyal, I can be a little mischievous.
I don't think I crave adventure.
Yeah, that part
Definitely.
No. I'm yes. I just love sitting at home and playing with my yarn, knitting.
Also, I just had this moment of, I don't know which is more British of a pronunciation, but I definitely would have said mischievous.
Yeah, but it's not spelled mischievous. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Yeah, I don't know.
There isn't that extra I after V. It's spelled mischievous. Okay. What was it? Oh, first, pick a Disney song to add to your playlist. And it's Let It Go, Hawaiian Roller Coaster, You're Welcome, When Will Life Begin, You've Got a Friend in Me, We Don't Talk About Bruno.
I mean, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride.
Yeah, I did too.
My last pick would have been Let It Go. And I don't even know what When Will My Life Begin from Tangled is.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Tangled wasn't one of those movies that we watched over and over again. I think we just watched it once. We rented it from...
Redbox! That was a thing, right? Is that what it's called?
Redbox, yeah. Redbox. No, probably Hollywood Video was probably...
Choose a shaved ice
rented
flavor. Ice blue raspberry, chilling cherry, wild watermelon, lively lime, purple crushed grape, or mango melody.
I picked Mango Melody.
I thought about it. I went for cherry because it sometimes has like a tangy flavor, like a little bit tart.
That would have been my second choice.
Okay. If you were tasked with catching Experiment 626, aka Stitch, who would you want to help? Doesn't help that we've not seen this version, so there's 2 characters that aren't in the original.
Oh, Snow Cone Guy and Tutu?
Snow Cone Guy is in it. He's the guy who's... Oh, wait. I mean, I assume he's essentially the ice cream guy.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas his ice cream just falls down.
Mrs. Kakoa and Tutu?
Yeah.
I picked... So anyway, the choices are David, Mrs. Kakoa, Pleakley, Tutu, Grand Councilwoman, and Snow Cone Guy. Who did you pick?
I went for David.
He looks kind of dorky.
I went for David because... well, you know, obviously based off the original movie, even though he's a little bit clueless, he's very brave, and he saves Lilo and stuff, and so I feel like he'd be helpful.
So I picked Mrs. Kakoa because she was the original Nani. That's
she plays the social worker, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
who
just
that
from
is.
listening to.
But Tia Carrera is she was the original Nani, and then Tutu, Amy, I can't remember her last name, Hill maybe. She was the shopkeeper that couldn't hear. I can't remember, but the one with the big glasses and she couldn't hear, and she's like, I placed an ad in the paper. That one, the little one. That's she played that one, woman.
Yeah.
Next question. Which one?
Yes. Just
pick a Stitch.
And there's just different pictures of this live action Stitch. Which, that I think this is the big thing that makes me not want to watch it. Is so creepy. You know, you can get away with a lot when it's just animated, but I picked the one who just looks like a puppy.
I picked the one with the swimmies, swimmy wings.
He looks like
because if you were to see that in real life, it's like, that is not a dog.
No. And then adopt a Disney character. Who would you pick? And you got Pluto, Pascal, who's the chameleon from Tangled, Doug from Up, Marie from Aristocats, Hey from Moana, and Pongo from 101 Dalmatians. We picked Doug, right?
Yeah, I picked Doug. I can smell you.
And then there's 2 more questions. Choose a pattern for your surfboard. There's different patterns. One for seashells.
I went with the tie-dye.
I almost went with tie-dye. And finally, pick a Disney movie to watch tonight. Lion King, Little Mermaid, Mulan, The Incredibles, Emperor's New Groove, and Tarzan.
Emperor's New Groove.
I went with The Incredibles. Just because.
Oh, you didn't go with the Emperor's New Groove?
No,
we just watched The
Incredibles
Mulan.
The first time I took it, I went with Mulan. And then I got the same Stitch. But this time I went for The Incredibles because I was like, actually, I haven't seen that in a while, and I like that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I can always watch The Emperor's New Groove.
Right,
it's
so
like I feel like
title
Stitch.
Characters. I'm always really curious about what some of the other options are.
Well, you can just retake the quiz and pick things that you wouldn't have picked.
I know.
I mean, we didn't pick everything the same.
No, we did not. I've just taken it and gotten Jumba. Oh, and now I'm seeing a picture of live action Jumba, and I don't like it. The podcast, the person was saying how Pleakley, who is like the one-eyed alien,
guy.
So one person described him as a skinny Mike Wazowski. And then another person was saying how she couldn't make eye contact with him because the big eye looks too human-like, whereas like in the animated film.
Oh, one of the actresses?
No, just in the podcast. Like
okay.
when she was watching the movie, she like couldn't make eye contact with the Pleakley alien because the eye was too creepy. Whereas in the animated version, his eyes just like two 2D circles, like.
Though the little girl that plays Lilo is absolutely adorable.
Yeah. I mean, I will watch it at some point, I'm sure.
I'll probably watch it when
Plus.
it comes on. Yeah. Disney Plus. But I was like, oh, I don't want to watch it. All right. So that's it. We're both Stitch. And now we have FOs. Do you have any FOs?
I do, but I wonder for the... Oh, actually, no, wait. I don't know what you would have talked about on your last... Did you already talk about your big FO?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, for the eagle-eyed among our viewers, they'll notice that you didn't talk about something in the whip section for the archive cow, so you must be talking about it now.
Yeah, I finished my yell. I think it's inside out. Hang on. Because I was wearing it. I'm going to put it on. So this is the yell by Marie Wallin. And it's an all-over stranded color worked
Boxy cardigan.
boxy open cardigan.
Wow. It's so good.
I finished it twice.
Uh-huh.
So for the button band, there are 3 rows of color work, like 3 different motifs that goes all around, and then you do like a short seed stitch. But instead of seed stitch, I did what did I do? I did the what I did on the hem. I did 1 by 1 ribbing, and it was just too wide. It kept I blocked the snot out of it, and it just kept rolling. And then even like back here behind my neck, it would fold over because it was just too wide. I think it's just because it's so big, and then there's just too much fabric here, and it just just makes it so that the neck would want to roll over. So I ended up I tore out the bind off, and I picked the stitches. I tore out the 3rd row of the motifs.
Yeah.
And instead of doing that, I did 1 row of purl stitches, and then I did stripes, so I can fold it over. And then when I bound it off, I don't know if there's a name for this. I don't know if I made it up. I don't know if anybody else has done it before. But when I bound it off, like every 3 stitches, I would pick up a strand in the back and bind it off with that. So it's just stitched to the back. Does that make sense to you? So yes. I did do different colors, so
you kind of stitch it to the back as you bound off. The stripes were so good. That was such a good idea. So like if it flips over a little bit, you still have
and then you can say, it's just part of the... Because I know some people will like cover the steeked edge with a ribbon. So I just decided. So the stripes, I made it longer or deeper than what's in front, so it would go all the way over the steeked edges and that crochet line. And yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I did. So I think on the bottom I did every 5 stitches, or like actually every 6 stitches, because I would bind off 5 stitches and then catch a float and then bind off another 5. And then so I felt like, there's too much, I could stick my finger in it. So after that, after a few inches of that, I decided to do every 4. So I would bind off 3 and catch a float, bind off 3 and catch a float. So I'm super happy with this. And I've already worn it because it was cold one night. Though I wish the sleeves weren't quite so long. So I did follow the pattern.
Yeah.
But
not super duper.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, it covers my knuckles, like my first set of knuckles. See?
You have literally just a few fingertips.
Yeah, but I mean, if I pull it this way, it's kind of wrinkly. So yeah,
yay!
So I'm super excited to be able to wear it in the fall.
Yeah.
It's nice, and it's like I use Knit Picks palette, which is their non-superwash yarn that has I think they have 500 different colors, so it's good for color work, and it does felt if you if you beat it up, it will felt. So it's good for steeking. and it feels kind of like it's like similar to Shetland, like my hat. It feels a little rough while you're working with it, but then it softens up after a while, like wearing it and stuff. It doesn't feel scratchy at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, so that's all I have. I don't have anything else. What's your FO?
My FO is my Whin shawl.
Yay! When did you start that? I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
When
Well,
did
this
you
is my
start
Whin shawl, which is the cover design of issue 5 of Laureate. And I started it in October.
Oh, okay. So it's not as long as I thought.
Mm-hmm. And it's a tiny bit still damp. I had to interrupt it while it was being blocked. And last time I was saying how I actually didn't have as much yarn as I thought I did, so I ended up pulling out a few rows from the top so I had enough to do the border, and I actually started the border once and then was like, no, I actually still need a little bit more yarn, so I should undo it and then just pull out a bit more. But I like sort of weighed how much I used and then calculated out how much I needed to pull back out. And as I was doing that, I forgot that we had talked about, I could do the border in a different color. So whatever. I haven't done that. I've basically used every bit of this yarn that I could. So it's a little, actually I haven't measured it in comparison to the actual pattern sample sizes. So the pattern says it will be a 63-inch long. Oh, I don't have the tape measure super duper handy.
I can throw one at you.
Yeah, hold on a second. 2 seconds. Okay. Recognize this?
Uh-huh.
Sewing box. Recognize this?
Yep.
You tape measure as well. So what I say, 63 inches wingspan. This is 60 inches. It is. Oh, do you know what? I don't even think it's. Yeah, I think it's maybe even a little bit bigger than it. So it's the right size. I do have a loose tension generally. So yeah. So it's definitely kind of more because it's not super long. That's only just my wingspan. You can't really totally like wrap it around, but it's quite dense because of the yarn tension.
You can wear it with a shawl pin or something.
Yeah. So you can do like sort of either do like a sideways one flip over the shoulder, or just wear it like a shawl behind just to keep warm.
I saw that you posted it on Instagram, but you didn't have a caption.
You're supposed to have a caption.
It didn't have a caption. Even Madeline's like, oh, she didn't caption it.
Was it with the cats on it?
Yeah?
I thought I posted that to my stories. Oh, no. No, it was supposed to have a caption.
What?
I meant to say that I've joined the cat club and that all my projects.
Yeah, but that was weird. When we saw it, it didn't have any captions, and even Madeline was like, "That's weird." She didn't caption it.
But does it have a caption?
It does now.
Oh,
that's weird. Did you schedule it? I wonder if that's why.
No, I just posted it.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it and it doesn't have a caption.
Oh, but
Instagram
it does.
is like glitching. Oh, there, now I can see it. The joys of joining the cat club. All my projects being interfered with at all stages. So yeah, because the cats were. I had to. Rocky was taking an interest in the pins, so I had to. I ended up. I thought maybe I could put it under the couch, but because that's a sofa bed behind me, it's too low.
There's no room. Yeah.
So I just lightly draped like a big scarf over it. So
Even the pins that you have, like the block pins.
The block pins are fine, but I had other pins as well in it. Because I wanted to pin out so the border is a little bit wavy. So I wanted to pin that out. To open that up.
They're so cute. So usually when I blocked this out, I ended up blocking it and then sticking it in your dad's office and closing the door. And he wasn't home, so it was perfect. Just throw it in there. No cats will bother it. But yeah, they usually like to sit on my...
Yeah. I found little traces of litter
projects.
on it. Great. And of course.
I was like, it's wet. Doesn't that feel weird on your paws? Like wet wool.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
So it's done. Is this my first... No, maybe not. I'll say, is it my first significant finish for the year? But technically, I finished something right at the beginning of the year. I think.
I don't know.
My South Shore?
Was that this year? I don't know.
No, that wasn't
I don't
this
know.
year.
I have no idea.
I'm making stuff up. That was ages ago.
Yeah, I don't really have that many...
My sequins tank top. No, that's not right either. That's not right. No.
Your sequins
it's not
tank top. Was that last year?
I'm thinking about last year. I think I'm thinking about maybe my South Shore.
Sequins was definitely last year because you wore it at the first Woolly Good.
Yeah, because you helped me finish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So I think this is my first significant finish for the year.
Okay. Speaking of Woolly Good, do you have anything that you're allowed to announce?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure about the timing of when this is coming out. This episode that we're recording a bit early, so I'll just no, I'll just leave it. The thing is, I have just edited a post that has a significant...
When is that supposed to come out?
But I don't know when it's supposed to come out because I just proofread it. I'm not in charge of posting it, so so you can probably guess what the announcement is. Like, it is happening next year, but yeah.
Yes, the dates and where it is.
Yeah. So I could just.
I think that.
Oh no, never mind. You think what?
I think that might be my only major trip next year.
To come to
just to go to Woolly Good.
Yeah.
Well, since baby's going to be here, I won't be traveling to Florida anymore.
Yes, that means more time to come here. That's what that means, right?
Except I'm babysitting. I'm going to be babysitting the baby.
Yeah.
I can bring him with me. I don't think that would go very well with your sister. But I'm also going on a trip. By the time this goes out, I'm visiting my parents in New Jersey, and I'm also my mom and my sister and I are going to visit her cousin, my mom's cousin, so my aunt, in Washington State. So that's a big trip for me, and that'll be the last big trip for the rest of the year. I'm done because baby will be here. By the time we're done with all the traveling, it'll be like a week before they come.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Got a lot of last minute things to do before they come.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's excited. Even your sister Jillian, who doesn't live here, she's excited. Yeah. Because when she comes to visit here, the baby will always be here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, you're excited too.
Even though, Emily was my excuse to go to Florida and get Florida sun weather, etc. But now. Yeah. Much easier to visit you all at the same time. Yeah, kill many birds with one stone.
You'll just have to come here when it's nice. Have you ever been here when it's nice? I feel like it's always been in the winter time.
When was the first time I came with Sam and we went to the Ford Museum?
The Henry Ford. I felt like it was cold.
Oh, maybe it was cold. It was cold. You're right. It was. It was winter.
Yeah, you'll have to come because it's really nice when it's warm.
Yeah, I know. Maybe next year.
And it's a lot greener. It's a lot greener than Florida. It's very green.
Greener
it's
than
not
where?
As green as New Hampshire. Oh. Nothing. I wasn't thinking straight, but it's not as green as New Hampshire, but it's still pretty green. in the summertime.
What will I?
Okay.
Oh,
I think we're done, except for I have a shop talk. Ooh, 3 shop talks in a row. Woohoo.
nice.
When's that ever happen? So besides this bag, the one with the DIY yarn stuff, I will post this in the shop, and I've made another one for the prize. I also, well, Joanne's going out of business, so most of my fabric, like the interior fabrics, are from Joanne's. Like just the plain, like polka dots or whatever. A lot of that is from Joanne's, and then like the outside, like the feature fabric, it's a combination of Joanne's and quilt shops and stuff. So I won't have any problems finding cute fabrics for the outside, but it's just like the interior fabric I might have a harder time, because I don't want to like spend as much money on the inside fabric as I do on the outside fabric. But anyway, so they're going out of business, and this is one of the last things I bought at Joann's before they completely went away.
Jazzy.
And they look they look kind of like crochet doilies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I bought it, because Madam's like, you got to get it. It's crochet doilies. Like, okay, so this is doilies. That's another bag that I just recently
Very
finished.
colorful.
Yeah, very colorful. That's about it.
Cool.
That's all the shop. Oh, shop talk. Pearl and Plum is my Etsy shop, and also the sponsor of this podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go over to pearlandplum.etsy.com. And that is it.
Okay, I'll spiel.
Gosh, go ahead and spiel.
You can find the show notes for this episode and every other episode on our website, which is kcacypodcast.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Instagram also at kcacypodcast. My personal Instagram is Allison here, and my mom's is upstate_Viv. You can like and comment and rate and review and subscribe and favorite and all the things wherever you listen to podcasts or on YouTube. You can also join our Ravelry group. Just search for Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast in the groups tab. And if you do that, make sure to post in the Archive Cal thread if you want to be in on a chance to win that very nice Allison bag from Pearl and Plum, our sponsors. So thank you for listening.
And remember to keep calm and carry yarn.
Bye.
Bye.